GOP members spoke today as well. GOP House members spoke in Washington, D.C. It's 2:52 p.m., so we don't have time to get to the entirety of that press conference. But we did see that one of our representatives from right here in Hampton Roads, District 2, Congresswoman Jen Kiggans, did take the podium as part of this press conference. So we do have time to listen to her comments specifically. So let's listen in to Congresswoman Kiggans right now from earlier today in Washington, D.C. as part of a broader GOP press conference.
Thank you. Well, good morning. I'm Congresswoman Jen Kiggans, and I proudly represent Virginia's 2nd Congressional District. I'm also a Navy veteran, former helicopter pilot, a Navy spouse, and now a proud Navy mom. So it's certainly a privilege to be here today to talk about this year's National Defense Authorization Act, which should see a vote on the floor today. This is over $900 billion of money that we can send to our warfighters and to our military families. There's a large chunk of that's dedicated to ships, submarines, aircraft, the actual warfighting resources and tools that we need to just exemplify peace through strength throughout the world. That part can't be overstated. We've done so much with this administration just to reprioritize peace through strength. That's how we keep peace in the world, is by being that deterrent, by being that strong fighting force, but also taking care of our military families and our men and women in uniform. We did so much good work last Congress with the Quality of Life Task Force, and we continued that work into this year's NDAA. We looked at pay raises. We gave a 3.8% pay raise to our servicemen and women. We looked at housing. We put $1.5 billion back into housing infrastructure improvements. We know that there's a lot of room for improvement there, and I'm thankful that the Secretary of War has prioritized a task force to specifically look at where we are housing our men and women. We looked at child care. We have money specifically dedicated to new child care facilities. We looked at DoD education. We're pressing on DODEA to look at things like no cell phones in schools that are on military installations. There's a lot of money in there for health care, that we want to make sure we're providing good health care for our men and women who serve and their families. We put other things in there for licensures to make it easy for providers to be able to serve our military community. And we even looked at things that were making it unifying the accession process, because we heard a lot of challenges with young people who want to serve, that they're being looked at differently for different types of medical history issues. So we changed those things. A lot of meaningful change. One of the things I'm most excited about is how we prioritized our military Sea Lift Command. In the Navy, you know we don't have as many ships as we probably should, and we're working on that shipbuilding exercise. But in the meantime, I have my military Sea Lift Command folks who are stepping up, who are civilian partners and providing that peace through strength on the seas. And what we left them out a little bit of the discussion with quality of life issues, so we included them back this time. We took out pay caps for military Sea Lift Command pay. We made sure that our military Sea Lift Command members could shop at the commissaries and exchanges. We're protecting our commissaries, making sure that they are available and there for our military families. So a lot of good things to take care of the people who serve, but then also that technology integration piece, the contract awarding, the procurement acquisition reform. We've done many good things to the tune of over $900 billion. So it's a privilege to have been a part of the team that put that together. It's a mission that we all share here in Congress on both sides of the aisle, of taking care of our military and making sure we remain the greatest in the world. Thank you so much.
Okay, Congresswoman Jen Kiggans, representing the 2nd Congressional District right here in Hampton Roads, talking about the National Defense Authorization Act. More to come on that story as the week progresses.